page 88. All right. Ibrahim Salim, are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So on page 87, we have spoken about the nominative case, meaning that the subjective case, right? On the other hand, here we are talking about the objective case. The objective case. The objective case, when you have an object and you need to replace it with a noun. Like when I say I went to the mall with Salim. So I would remove Salim and I say I went to the mall with he or him. Hmm,
with him.
with him, because here Salim was an object, so I would replace the object with what? An objective pronoun. When I replace it with the objective pronoun, we call it the objective case. So use personal pronouns in the objective case for two things. Number one, the direct object. Number two, the indirect object. And number three, the object of preposition. And of course, the objective cases are instead of I as a subject, we have me, and instead of we have us. He, we have him, you, she, her, it, and they, them. So the objective pronouns are me, us, you, him, her, it, and them. For example, the direct object, Tom's father drove them to the game. Alright, I can remove them and put two nouns. Tom's father drove Tom and Alice to the game. So we remove the Tom and Alice and put the objective case them. The indirect object, right? And remember that the indirect object doesn't complete the sentence. You need the direct object to give you the full meaning, all the full information. He offered her a ride. 2. He offered Alice a ride. Okay, so we remove Alice and put her. Rahim. Rahim,
Yes, yes.
can you put her at the end of the sentence?
He offered her a ride too.
Yes.
A ride was offered by her. Right?
Salim?
A ride was offered.
I'd say he offered
him.
her a ride. He offered she a ride. So obviously, he offered her a ride.
Yes. He offered her a ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Invert the direct object with the indirect object.
A ride.
Keep the subject and the action verb as they are. And just invert the indirect object with the direct object. So he
offered a ride to
yes,
her.
To her. So
So
simply, if you have the indirect object after the action verb, you don't add a preposition. But if we are going to invert both the direct object and the indirect object together, and we bring the indirect object at the end of the sentence, we must put the preposition to or for, according to the verb. Right? Last object of a preposition
makes sense.
Like Dennis sat beside him. Beside him. So we have the preposition beside, and after it we brought the object him. Object pronoun. So if a noun, if a pronoun is a part of a compound subject, compound object, sorry. If a pronoun is a part of a compound object, think only of the pronoun with the rest of the sentence. Also be careful if the question begins with a verb. In this case, invert the sentence to put the subject before the verb. So simply, if you just the sentence is mixed up, try to invert it and put it in the correct arrangement: subject, action, verb, and then the object. This will help you. For example, the coach named Carrie and Frank. So named Carrie and I or me. So the coach is the subject, named the action verb. Carrie and me is what? The compound object. Second example, did you ask Jerry and Frank about the test? So here I don't know What shall I choose? Shall I choose he or him? I don't know. So simply rearrange it. You, asked, you subject, asked action verb, jury and him is what? Compound object. Okay, in paragraph number 8, circle the correct pronoun from the choices in parentheses, then label it DOID or EOP, meaning that direct object, indirect object, or object of a preposition. Rahim,
Yes.
number 1.
Korean's dad gave she or her advice. Give her
Give
advice.
her, bravo. So number 1 here. Korean's dad is the subject, gave action verb, her is the object. So here, her is object what? Direct object, indirect object, or object of a preposition. Rahim? Hello?
Yes, hello.
Here is direct object, indirect object, object of a preposition.
Time.
Well,
Hmm?
I don't try to be honest.
Salim?
Karina's dad gave her advice. Gave is a verb, so her is obviously a direct object.
OMG. So of course it's indirect
Yes,
object.
that's what I said.
Why indirect object? So simply, guys, I just told you that a direct object, if you have a direct object, you will have the full information. Okay? Nothing is needed after it. So can I just stop by saying Karen's dad give her what, man? Right? So here, until here, the sentence is not complete. But if I ellipsed her and I said Karen's dad gave advice, yeah, that's full information. So here, in this example, her is indirect object, and the direct object is advice. Got it?
So, direct object can only be an adjective or something?
No, not an adjective.
Okay.
Have you seen I watched the movie? I watched the movie. I subject, watched action verb, movie, direct object, a noun. Number 2, have you seen Jim and they or them?
It's compound
Compound what? Subject or object?
object.
Compound what?
Object.
Yeah, compound object.
That's what I said.
Yeah. So them is a compound object. Okay, so compound objects, so they are a direct object. Not this one. Alright, this one is a direct object. Number 3. No one wanted to sit by they or them?
Sit by them.
Them, bravo. And of course, them here is an object of a pronoun, of a preposition, because we have the preposition by. Number 4. Who choose Alan and answer we? Come on, guys. Who chose Alan and? Who? Question 2, asking for the subject. Choose action verb. Alan and us is a compound direct object. Number 5, I hope no one picks Clary or I hope no one, X, Clary, and I or me, Salim.
Yes, who chose Alan and us? Uh, I'd say it's.
We're number 5, by the way. Yeah, it's a type.
Oh, my bad. I hope no one picks Clay or Clay or I.
Is Clay here a subject?
Yes. No, it's an object.
So you have Clay or me, compound object. Come on, man, what's wrong
Yeah.
with you today? Still sleepy?
No, it's
Mom
just
gave.
it's pretty weird. I mean, how is that a me and not I?
Okay, here you have I is the subject, right?
Yeah.
Subject pronoun. Hope is the verb.
Yeah.
No one
Picks.
is another subject. Fix, an action verb. Clay or me is compound object,
Oh, okay.
right? Like I spoke to Alan and him or her. Number 6, Ibrahim. Mom gave Anne and I or me outfits.
Mom gave Anna and I.
Subject, action verb, object, interaction, compound object.
Ah.
So you have the subject. You're not asking about the subject because you have here the subject. Here you have the subject. You have the subject. You have the subject. Another one here asking for the subject. Two subjects, right? So in all of
Yes.
these sentences, you already have the subject. You are only asking about the object, and you have two objects. We call them compound objects. So when you have a compound object, the first one would be a noun, the second one would be an object pronoun. Pretty easy, guys, for grade 4. The rest of this